Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the American Off-Road RC. I want to come to you from the shop, live from the shop. Well, um, this one won't be live, but still, come to you and tell you a few little messages. I'm out here first thing in the morning having some coffee. Look at, I wanted to show you guys, we even have little baby ones. What are these, like 64th scale or something? If you haven't seen those, we'll run those around and even put those in the back of cars and trucks and run them around. So our RC cars have RC cars, right? It's just so much fun. We're all about 100% fun. All you new people to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Kind of wanted to just give you a little brief description of what's going on here so you kind of know if you haven't been following the channel. So um, we've got all kinds of stuff. We have 100% RC fun. This is the story of basically our lives. I started in RCs in 1977. I got my first one. I always tell the guys stories of um, having an RC and it had a wire on it and a little button, and all it could do is just go forward. You stop and pick it up and move it, and then go forward again, press the button and go forward. It was the most fun because all we had before that was Hot Wheels and or slot cars that you can, press the button and the slot cars will go around the tracks and everything. We had nothing like what we have today. So my whole family has grown around RCs, and my children have all grown up around RCs. My oldest son, for his first birthday, got an RC car, of course, and fell in love with them. And so from there, he is just, it just snowballed until he buys ones like that RC four-wheel drive Marlin crawler over there, and then redesigns the leaf springs in the front, so the shackles can only bend backwards, not, they don't have to bend forward to get over a rock. And then he's got the what are they called, flexi something or other on the rear end of it. Anyways, he builds all of these wild, crazy crawlers and everything. He has just taken it to the next level of all the different things he does, and the paint jobs and the painting of the cars, like that one over there, and some of the bodies that he does and everything. You guys are just if you watch our videos, you'll just be amazed by some of the things. I mean, we come up with some goofy things. Like this one was Millennium Falcon 3D printed toy that the ink or the inkjet, the 3D printer tip got clogged and it came out wrong. So this was going to get thrown away, and so I just cut it up and threw it on there as a cover because it's something really simple and easy to do and everything. But we do all kinds of fun things. Like this one's coming up next. This would be a project. We buy it from our friends. It's all busted up body parts, old electronics that they've thrown in there from other things, and then we'll go in there and throw in all kinds of fancy new electronics, new wheels, new tires, new shocks, soup it all up. Like, this thing is ridiculous, you guys. If you see this, people cannot believe it. My son has shoved this huge motor into a standard, what used to be like a standard Ultimate Slash by Traxxas, and the pinion and spur are redonkulous. I don't even know the ratio. He's got all that stuff. So he's like a walking encyclopedia of RC stuff. So if you guys don't know, I'm a disabled American, and to get back into walking after a surgery with my back, I was told by the doctors I got to get out and get some more sunlight and everything, because I was all jaundice and stuff, or whatever they call it. So I was like, okay, I got to get out, get some sunlight. So they got me in the wheelchair to get outside and sit out in the sunlight, and I can get some sunlight. And it was just boring, And then them just pushing me around the block is pretty boring too. So we've always loved the RC cars and everything, so we incorporated the RC cars into the walks and doing things together. And You know, even though my oldest son here is older and doesn't have to, he comes over to my house every day, and we play with RC cars. Now that started, you know, he's been doing it the last 25 years, so um, just to let you guys know, he's amazing. He'll carry my wheelchair out to an area so I can sit there and watch him and his friends crawl in an area of rocks, or they'll take me out to somewhere and make sure that they can get me set up somewhere, or you know, he'll do anything. He'll carry me, he'll transport me any way he can to get me out there so I can get all these great shots for you guys if it's me videotaping it. Otherwise, the adventures of Lake Tahoe and stuff, well, that's him and his dog and his fiance. And then the other ones you guys see when you ask questions about this or that, you'll say, oh, what did you put in this or that? Well, you know, there's it started with just myself and my sons and our family and my daughters and everyone helping me around here. And then it turned out to all of our friends helping me, and everyone in the crew all know my personal condition. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. They know my personal condition, and they go out of their way to do stuff to make sure I could get to the crawls. I was supposed to go to Axel Fest, and everyone was all excited I was going to go to Axel Fest, and I couldn't go, and I ended up, right before that, going back into the hospital for another surgery, and it's been difficult, but I put all that away, and I didn't talk about any of that really much at all about on this channel, and just kept it all about just fun RCs and enjoyment, and you know, a few friends, they all know, and the friends online, a lot of you guys know, and I don't know, it's just difficult for me because I didn't want to have you see me as weak and unable. And everyone around me is so able. So my son makes all of these incredible things. He buys, like this one, he bought as a kit, and of course, later on ended up giving it to me. But it started off as a R1 G-Made. Rock Buggy is, you know, where they get the R1 Rock Buggy. G-Made is the company, they're out of Korea. And he buys it as a kit, and then since then we've, you know, put a ton of different tires on it. We've got tons of tires. There's literally, I can reach over there, you can see cases and cases of RC tires in those boxes down there, guys. Anyways, he buys tons of tires. He works his butt off and spends the money that he makes and earns on all the things that he wants. So, you know, you do what you want in life. And anyways, this one he buys as a kit, and then bought the bent better links, Holmes Hobby, Trailmaster motors in there. He keeps changing the gears and the electronics out and everything, and the servos and all kinds of things. Got it all set and everything. Now there's a tactic in there, and he bought me this thing so we could hook it on the front, and we're going to do a couple videos with that. And these are the newer Deepwoods that are mine, actually. They're going to be put on it. And the Slash, of course, is his, and most all the RC cars are his, guys. There's a few of them in here that are mine. The Beetle's mine, and the Chevy truck's mine, and the Ford truck's mine, and the yellow one. And there's a couple more, you know, sitting around here. My favorite color is blue. His favorite color is red. So most all the red trucks and cars you see are his, my oldest boys, and all the blue trucks and everything are mine. So like I said, you guys, he could just go to his house and work on his RCs and go out with his friends and do stuff, and they don't. They incorporate me. They invite me to all the crawls. They keep me involved in everything. I was supposed to go to Axle Fest, and I was all planning on doing it, but then, of course, once you're retired and you're disabled, things don't work the same as they used to. I used to be busy business, running around doing stuff all the time, always scheduling meetings and building inspections and all kinds of different things in my life. So my life has slowed down to whatever I can do during the day and whatever I can get to. And like I was able to go to this ASD crawl with the guys, and they just had so much fun. They were telling me all about it on the way back, of all the different things, but I wasn't able to hang out too much. I got there and I got to walk a little around the base camp, which was great. And then they got me set up in front of the races, and I just sat there from there and everything. But my son comes over every day and hangs out with me, and it's just so touching that and I love videos and I love photography, and I've always been into it. I mean, all the way back in like third grade, I signed up for a class where it teaches you how to develop film. If you guys remember anything like that, we had to take pictures on films and then go into a dark room and you develop it, and you had to, like, this part is dark where the stereo is, and the RC over here is kind of dark, and this part's a little lighter. So if I wanted to, I'd kind of take this area and expose this a little bit more until I could see that starting to develop a little bit more, and then I could remove my hand and then get the picture of the exposure how you want it and everything. Just all kinds of little tricks and of the trade that you used to know and everything, and you don't have to do any of that now. Now I could just do this. And so pretty much gotten rid of all of my cameras, all of my video equipment. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm gonna spin you around and throw you over here. If you guys look up on the top shelf over there in the back of the shop, all of those are cases of camcorders from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And those are what are those? Super VHS cassette tapes. You put those into a little tape player that looks like a VHS cassette. Then you close the lid, and as long as that has batteries into it, you can put it into a VHS player and literally play the Super VHS tapes through it. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. I'm sorry, I can't get over there right now. But anyways, you guys watch the channel, then you get to see a whole bunch of this stuff. All of our different crawlers and rigs and all the different things he builds, and it's just amazing. And so I've kept it all about just him, and not about me or my condition or the surgeries or any of that kind of stuff or any of that kind of stuff. I always just kept it about fun and the RCs and the channel. And the more I've got to know you guys and everything, and everyone's opened up to me, and I've opened up to them more and more, I've made some amazing online friends. I mean, we've got some incredible friends just around here, our local guys, and then guys that we crawl with all over. You'll see we're like NorCal RC crawler course. We go up to that guy's house. He's amazing, a great friend of ours, and he's got a huge course set up. And the guys get videos, and we get to have all kinds of fun up there on the rocks and in the trees. He's got obstacle courses set up so you can take the crawlers and literally you climb these little ropes and ramps up into the pine trees above your head, over everyone's head, and up to the next tree, and then there's like a little lazy Susan you spin around. You drive up to, you know, let me zoom out a little bit. You know, it's a plank you drive up to, and then it's on ball bearings and weighted. So as soon as you get on it, it spins you around, and then you can climb back out. I did it. Was it a couple years ago? And while I was doing it, I'm recording with one hand and driving with the other, and I'm trying to do it, and I finally got a shot of it. You know, there's not a lot of editing. You guys get to see just kind of what happens and what's going on here and there. Every once in a while, we'll delete out a whole bunch of stuff in the videos of nothing happening here and there, because, you know, there's always tons of things that get recorded that aren't action-wise, but anything with the guys, I try to give you guys. Like when they bring out this little 24 scale thing that my son made. It's on a metal board, and then it's this rubber mat, just like the mat here that we use for working on all the stuff in the shop. Anyways, I'm gonna spin you around again, and then he did it all with foam, and then carved it all out. You can see all the shavings to get to where the 24s can cruise all over it and everything. We have fun with that, and then I've got a few videos of that kind of stuff. But if you guys would, I'd love it if you'd go back and watch a whole bunch of these videos. We've got stuff on all these different builds, all the different adventures. As I'm talking to new subscribers, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you guys had the Enduros, or that you had an X-Max, or you did the monster truck stuff, or you have little slashes and big slashes, or you got all the there's Red Cats, where we did a build of the E10, that Everest Gen 7 up Pro in the corner up there in the middle, and then my son bought a Gen 7 Sport, and then a couple Gen 7 Pros, and started turning them all into really, really cool crawlers. There's one, I'm going to run you around really quick. Right up there, see that first one on the right? That is a Gen 7 Pro, started off as, but it's got Enduro axles, axial electronics, or no, stuff like that. You know, go back, watch that video. It's got the best Red Cat aluminum bracing pieces and the portals out of the Gen 8 axe, and so it's like the top of the line kind of stuff of Red Cat, of what we could put together, and then better quality steering and axles and things like that, and then the amp over there, and then the Arma. The Arma needs some repair, otherwise that could have gone at the Monster Truck Jam. But yeah, it broke before the show, so like a week before the show or something like that. So yeah, I'd get that repaired in time. So, but at least like I said, I wasn't able to go to the Axle Fest, so you guys didn't get any video of it. And the guys had a great time, and then the ones that did get videos, I think just put them all up on Facebook and everything, and didn't send any of them over to me. Thanks, guys. So I didn't have anything to edit and throw up for you guys, so, you know, it's just how it is. But we have so much, because the rest of the guys have thrown up all kinds of different videos and sent in all kinds of videos, and like that SEX-10-3 over there in the corner of my son's, that Jeep Gladiator, if you can see that up there on the shelf on the left. That one's got the disco LED lights in it from Lit LED Lights. We call them disco lights. I don't know what they call them. They're just like flashing all these different colors underneath the they're the pods that go up in the wheel wells. And then he's got what is it, like a Proline light bar on top of it that shines forward, so you can see all the other kinds of stuff. And he's got lights in it already, you know, the headlights and taillights. If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch the one on the see it over there, the red one. There's the silver one, and then the red one. Oh, try to point. Oh shoot, that's not gonna work. The silver one is a G-Speed V3, and then the one right below that is an Axial SCX-10-2. It's a Raptor, all done up and everything. That's really cool. And then the next one, it's red, is Red Cat Gen 7 Sport. So that was done on a super budget. How could you build a Gen 7 Sport better without breaking the bank? And so he's got a whole bunch of videos of um, what he's put into it and what he's done there and everything, and those that baby Slash over there, and the Supra, and RC 4-wheel drive Marlin Crawler, and he's built this custom fancy another was it the G Speed? Is that another G Speed? I'm not for sure. But that's a cliffhanger body that he custom painted and did up. I'm thinking that one's a G Speed. Anyways, we got over here a couple of the Wraith spawns. And what's going on with those? There's the ECX. That's the Torment, actually, with a Red Kiss body on it. Because the Torment body is in great shape. So, and then the one on top of that's a little crawler body that he built for another little custom rig, which is, well, I guess it's at his house. I don't see it here. So yeah, I can't believe it, guys. He comes over here almost every single day. I don't want to say every day because, you know, you got your life to live and everything, and his family, and I understand that, you know. But to have the choice to go and hang out with your dad. I love my dad to death, and you know, I love spending time with him, but not every day. We don't get along that great that I don't know. We have that much in common and that much fun that we love spending every single moment of our time together as much as we can. And I've found that relationship with my oldest son, not like my relationship with my youngest son, isn't great and wonderful, but you know, he's not moved away from home yet, and my oldest boy did, and my youngest daughter moved away from home and lives in Hawaii, so we don't get to see her much, but on holidays and stuff. So to know that, one, my oldest son lives right here in my town, and he comes over and we hang out and share our love of RCs, and we get to share it all with you guys and everything. And it's just made me be able to open up a little bit more about myself and my conditions and my problems and my stuff, you know what I mean? And you see that we also collect signs, and he knows I love collecting signs and everything. So he actually worked at a sign company and got discounts on buying signs. So some of them are just wonderful, like this Texas one, still in the wrapper. It's got rust and bullet holes and scratch marks on it, but on the other side it's like brand new, of course. And you can see the rivets in the corner and everything. It's obviously a brand new. The new designs are amazing, guys. They're not just ink thrown on metal signs anymore. These are heat treated and put on there to withstand the weather and the temperatures and everything. Just, that's incredible. So you'll see all kinds of those, like the where's the, I'm going to spin you around again really quick. That speed limit sign over there, everyone asked if that's a a real speed limit sign that we just spray painted. That's absolutely not. It's a sign from a custom sign shop. It's got rust on it and mud and chewed up in the corners. It's even got a fake bolt. I don't know if you can see that at the top, in the middle, and then of course in the corners it's got the little rivets to hang. We collect signs and posters and got all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry, I'm throwing you towards the light and everything. There's Jimi Hendrix, and you can see that one. It's BFG tires and all kinds of posters, and of course American flags all over the place. I'm gonna throw you all around and zoom you in, and then ones to put on the cars, everything. So yeah, we're just all about 100% RC fun. I didn't want it to cloud the channel with anything else, and our main goal was to basically get to that 1,000 subscribers. Now we can go live and just have all kinds of fun with you guys when we go out to events, and well, we will. It just got to be the right time, right place or something. We're trying to plan on something special for the first one, invite everyone out or something. I don't know, you know, just to celebrate life. Every day above ground. I'm just trying to celebrate life, guys. Enjoy it as much as possible. And if I could bring you guys a little bit of joy and, a little bit of RC fun, hanging out in our shop. I mean, like I said, there's all kinds of stuff around here, clamps and goodies to hold up stuff, American flags that we take to events, wave out of our cars and stuff like that, we share everything with you guys. The lubes and sprays that we use, and the spray glues and things like that. What we use to air pump up our tires and sharpen our tools, all kinds of stuff. Anyways, the gloves we use, you name it. We show everything around the shop and try to have as much fun as possible. Here's all the couple of the controllers. This shelf always gets full for a day or two, and then a couple get taken down, and then you gotta go back in there and redo it all. Body clips, body post, hole measuring stencils and guides, anything you need, like for measuring, holes and fabricating. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen a whole bunch of it. That's why I want you to go back and check it out. My son's constantly we've got tons of plastic and vinyl, and of course I'm doing some art when I can, and so you'll see canvas art, paintings, from all kinds of wild stuff. And then my son takes the air compressors and hooks up his what do you call it, the airbrush, and sprays the bodies and does all that kind of stuff. And all the work we do right here in the shop, everything's done right here. All the builds, the fabricated bumpers. Let me get you in there. See that? So he takes the metal sheets, cuts them all down into pieces, and metal sheets, metal rods, what we want, how we want it. Bends the front bumper. See how it's got a little bit of a curve to it from one side to the other. The front bumper's got a little bit of a curve. He heat treats that and then shinks it all down. I wanted a little bar to be able to just push up over stuff, and or I could we got those little straps. You can hook those little straps to it and help each other over. You hook it to the other RC car and pull each other over and stuff like that. So there's just all kinds of stuff I want you guys to check out. All the different builds, all the different fabricating pieces that he's made. I mean, literally, if he needs a bracket to work for a servo and he can't 3D print one or find one, or you know what I mean, there's not one available for one, or it's out of date, he's out here in the shop taking little pieces of metal and leaving me a wonderful little mess to clean up sometimes. Little shavings of pieces. He's fabricated a little end bracket or something, servo plate, or he's tapping this out or tapping that out because the steering piece, went out, and so he's got to put new pieces in it, and just anything and everything you could possibly imagine. And so I went from, like I said, getting an RC in '77 and having it on a little string that you walk next to you, and to what you guys are seeing today with the electronics and the speed and the power and the torque that, just the things that we're getting out of these things, and what these buggies and crawlers and bashers can do is just amazing. So of course, we're going to keep the channel 100% about fun. We're adding in more stuff as more crew members and friends come along. And I want to quickly touch on that. Everyone is trying to incorporate everyone into their RC group. And this and that. You know how they'll put the stickers on their car and this and that if they are just an RC club. That's great. We're parts of every single club we can find and around here. The guys all are members of. And then, of course, anytime when I was able to, I would go out and crawl with those guys back in the day. So today, there's all these different RC channels, RC clubs, friends that we know that have started a company that sells RC stuff, or friends that we've heard and have joined their group of that they've started, building their own shocks, or they lit lead lights, for example, or Black Diamond Scalers, who makes all kinds of different 3D stuff for crawling and for drag racing and stuff. Anyways, all of those groups, instead of trying to incorporate us into their groups or they're into the next group, what we do is at the end of the videos, we have hashtags with every single group that was in that video or had something to do with that video. If we were highlighting the lights, on this rig, and it was lit lead lights, then it would say hashtag lit lead lights at the bottom there. And so we promote everybody, every single crawling group that we find. You'll see if we're part of them or they are at one of the crawls that one of our guys went to, or anything like that, of our crew members, because all of my friends and family and our friends and family now are all starting to put in some videos, and I think that's just amazing. Thank you guys, Kyle, all you guys that put in videos, Xander, all you guys. Really appreciate everything you guys do. All the Prison Hill guys. Our local crawling group was started not too long ago. My son and some of his friends started the Prison Hill gang, and it's gotten a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger to where now we're a little well known as a great crawling group, and a really, really fun area to go to, Prison Hill, Nevada, and crawl. So that is really just warm and special, And so anytime I get to go out there and just watch the guys, they'll literally set up my wheelchair for me and prop me up so I can just record them in this area, do in this area, and then later on they'll move me to another area or help me, assist me, get me to another area where I can just watch them climbing a hill or this and that if I want to do some of the videos. It's just the support of the friends and the family and the community as it's growing is just amazing. So I want to give back to everybody that I can, and my way of doing it is through the videos. So I've made hashtags for every single group and everyone that we hang out with or I've ever heard of or that's been in our videos or that we love and care for. So any of those guys at any point could go hashtag your organization, your group, your club, and you'll see all the videos that we've made for you and put all up there, and you guys could enter and put up your videos up there, and then mark on your videos, hey, you want to see stuff by Black Sheep Scalers? Hashtag Black Sheep Scalers, and all of their wonderful videos will be there, and a few of mine, some of the groups, if they're not very well known, then maybe this will get them out there or whatever, It's only our hashtag videos that you've seen so far or will see, but the opportunity is now there that they can just expand their universe from what we started. It's just, like I said, our way to give back a little bit to the community. Just like Crawl for the Cures, I love going to those because cancer is so near and dear to our hearts and has been touched by so many family members, and I lost my brother because of cancer. So yeah, that and the ASD crawlers, guys. I'm gonna zip you around again. The ASD crawlers, autism awareness. Oh, that absolutely touched our hearts. My son and I are like, we have got to get involved with these guys enough to show the world what they're about. And so I just want to promote them, and if you can, donate to that organization, guys. They're incredible. They're all about having fun with RCs and spreading awareness of about autism awareness. through the fun of RCs and everything. It's just an amazing organization. They donate the money that they raise for local communities and for autism awareness. It's just amazing. So we really support them and donate money when we can. So I don't want to tell you what to do with your money, but if you're into RCs and you want to donate money to anyone and you want to find a good cause to stand behind, these guys I represent wholeheartedly, you know, or we all do around here, especially my sons and myself. So my youngest son loves RCs, not as much into it as my oldest son, and so you don't see him in the videos as much as mainly it's just my son and all of his friends, and every once in a while you'll see me out there with them, but it's very few and far in between. I'm usually just here at the shop, and I get out in the backyard and down the street, of course, as most of you know. We have, or a lot of you guys know, we have a couple local dirt areas that we can get to pretty easily that aren't too far away. And then, of course, Prison Hill isn't but a few minutes away, so on the other end of town. So no big deal to get there. And anyways, have a great day. Thanks for listening to the story, guys. We got so much videos coming out. There's so much I can't even explain it. I'm just trying to keep it to, 1 or 2 videos a day, but there's a few times I just want to throw like 15 videos at you guys to just show you this, show you that, show you that, show you what's over here. You know what I mean? Even some of the little toys and things like that we get, the guys get, they're almost always all hobby grade, but myself, I bought this one at one point. My sister had given me a Target gift certificate for my birthday, and so they had this little monster truck. So since then I put my own shocks on it. My son helped me get the little spacers in there in the springs, so this little thing can, if you can see it, this articulates back and forth like a swing arm, but going inward instead of outward. As long as it doesn't overextend, which it can't because of the little locks up in there that stop it. See those little pieces. Anyways, all that kind of little engineering stuff we love to do around here and tinker with. And since I can't do the welding and the fabricating and any of that stuff anymore, I'll come up with some ideas, and then, like my son, I'll say, "Oh, I'd love to have a custom bumper on that Beetle." And next thing I know, he's going, "Okay, let me see what I can do for you, Dad." And I have a custom off-road RC crew shop built bumper for my crawler. Isn't that cool? Anyways, you guys, take care, and we'll see you out on the trail, huh?